Well, it's finally here, the 89th Mashemeji Derby, and it is coming on a Super Sunday, the same day that Yanga is taking on Simba in the Dar Derby, and all the way in Manchester, the Manchester Derby will be happening, pitting Man United against City. In that match will be coming from Old Trafford. Welcome to this Kurunzi preview of the Super Sunday, and joining me is Robin Toskin to look at what this portends on a Sunday afternoon. It is beautiful weather here in Nairobi, Toskin, and Mashemeji Derby. I am looking at the numbers, and something amazing is coming out that despite Gor Mahia dominating the numbers, AFC Leopards had left them so far behind.
It's quite, it's interesting, quite amazing, because since 2016, when FC Leopards last beat Gor Mahia, Gor Mahia has dominated beating FC Leopards, and remember the last time out, 4-1 drubbing of FC Leopards. And you just get to know that it's only now that Gor Mahia are on 29 wins against 27 for FC Leopards. You just are left, to wonder, what has Gor Mahia been doing all those years before 2016? And I think this afternoon it's quite a good day for Kenyan football. This is the signature match of the Kenyan Premier League, and I just hope that everyone who will make his way to this stadium will enjoy.
Well, we are talking about beautiful Nairobi weather, and the pitch looks immaculate if you look at it. So we expect that there's going to be the quality that matches the weather and the pitch that we have behind us. But just a reminder is that we have a Mashemeji Derby, and all you need to do to win 10,000 shillings courtesy of Trivia 254, all you need to do is download that app on the Play Store and then answer the questions on the trivia, and there you will be for a chance to win 10,000 shillings courtesy of AFC Leopards, of course, who are the home side for this particular game. But we're looking at a difference of 11 points between the two sides. Gor Mahia are the top of the table, and AFC Leopards want to throw these wide open. What is the difference this time around compared to when they played way back in November?
I think even Gor Mahia are coming into this game quite relaxed. 11 points ahead of AFC Leopards and 7 points ahead of the second place team in the Kenya Premier League. That should give Gor Mahia the kind of easiness to approach this game. But of course, FC Leopards will always want to get one better over Gor Mahia. The statistics are really stuck against FC Leopards, and so Gor Mahia will be coming into this game knowing that they're the boys to beat, and I think they'll want to show exactly that. The last time out, beating FC Leopards 4-1, nobody expected him then, and we just wonder this afternoon what will happen. But of course, again, I think Gor Mahia have shown over the years that they are the big boys of the Kenyan Premier League, and therefore they'll be approaching this game as such, the big boys.
Well, we are looking at a Gor Mahia side that, Robin, is leaking goals. Last time out, 3-2. On the other side, FC Leopards have been solid. Elvis Rupia is coming into this game, and AFC Leopards fans are hoping that he can make the difference. What do you make? Who are the men that could make the difference for either side this afternoon?
This is a derby, and any criticism of Gor Mahia as having been leaking goals, when it gets to a derby, it turns. It becomes a different ball game altogether. And of course, FC Leopards may be 11 points behind Gor Mahia, but that will not show on the pitch here, because when it becomes a derby, then that is it. And of course, you mentioned about Elvis Rupia, signed from Wazito. He's coming into this game on red hot form. FC Leopards lost John Makwata to the Zambian side, but I think they've got an apt replacement in Elvis Rupia. And this afternoon, I expect him to get the kind of attention, VIP attention, from the Gor Mahia defense, which has, like you said, have been leaking goals. So I think it will be an exciting game.
Well, it will be an exciting game as far as the Kenyan Premier League is concerned, and Kurunzi Sport will be bringing you all that action on our website, on our social media pages. We will be updating you. But let's drift a little bit to to our neighbors in Tanzania. Another big day in Dar es Salaam. The Derby is also going down. What are we looking forward to?
They call it the Karioko Derby down in Dar es Salaam. And I think for East Africa, I think it's a big Sunday, having Simba take on Yanga in the international, that's national stadium in Dar es Salaam. I think as always, that will be, the game to watch around the continent. It's always sold out. Last time round, I understand they raised the funds, in gate collections. They raised up to 21 million Kenyan shillings. That is to tell you it's a big game. And as often, I think Simba have all it takes to put the brakes on Yanga. Yanga have been also on form, but again, like we said, any derby you don't depend on form. You've got to depend again on your history and how well you've prepared for that game. And if for any reason Simba with some of the Kenyan boys down there can step up to the plate, then I think we should be also witnessing a very interesting game across the border.
Well, talking about the sold-out matches, it is a bit discouraging that the Mashemeji Derby here is slowly, I do not know or understand the reasons, but the numbers are not as impressive as they should be. What would be your call to the fans out there that are watching us?
Maybe
they still have a few hours to make up their mind to fill up the stadium.
Maybe you ought to have brought here Nicholas Musonye, the former General Secretary of SECAFA, who said that Kenyan fans just like watching games from the pubs, and I think he would have a very serious word to have with the Kenyan fans. But of course, some of the reasons I think the derby is losing some of its color is misinformation. Over the years, people have been talking about violence in the stadium whenever FC Leopards plays Gor Mahia. But I think if you look at the last say 5 years, I don't think we've seen anything in the magnitude of what people say. And I think that's just an excuse. Guys should come out of those pubs and come here and watch this game. And I think people will talk about the quality, the pedigree of both sides. Of course, you cannot compare with a few years, gone by. But we still have the talent. You want to come and watch Joash Onyango here. Everybody calls him Berlin Wall. Of course, he's coming back into the Gor Mahia squad after being sent off against Western Stima. I think there's quality. There's quality in FC Leopards. Elvis Rupia is a wonder, to watch. There are quite a number of boys in the FC Leopards squad. Even the Ugandan goalkeeper turning out for FC Leopards. I think if you are Ugandan and you are in Kenya, please come over and come and watch FC Leopards too.
Well, one thing we can assure you is that this game has no violence. There is no record of violence for the last few years, and therefore it is just an excuse. And Kurunzi Sport can tell you for a fact that you have all the reasons to be here at the stadium here at the Kasarani Stadium. Let's talk about Further Field, where Manchester Derby is going down later this evening. Again, another game to look forward to. Toskin, from where you sit, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is having has had quite a go at Pep Guardiola this season. What do you make of this game that is happening at Old Trafford this afternoon?
That would be a wonderful game. And I was just listening to Pep Guardiola just yesterday or the day before yesterday, and he was saying that he's really worried about Manchester. They will come hard on them. They will be robust, and of course you should expect that. We've seen how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has set up his team, and over the last I don't know how many weeks or so, we've seen Manchester United, showing the kind of signs of revival under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Quite impressive youngsters in that team. If Greenwood will play this game, I think even coming only in the second half, you can be sure that there are goals also from Manchester United's bench.
Well, what makes this Manchester derby very interesting to the African continent is that Odion Ighalo, signed from Nigeria, has earned cult hero status, and back in Nigeria, everybody now thinks they want to support Man United. And what a way he has arrived in Manchester. 3 goals in 2 games. 2 goals on in 2 starts, and everybody will be watching, and therefore Africa is having a good game, a good Sunday. In Nigeria, they are looking forward to the Manchester Derby. In the East Africa, you have the Mashemeji Derby, and in Dar es Salaam, you have Simba against Yanga. Super Sunday for Africa, if you like.
For the first time, I think a Nigerian turning out for Manchester United, and everyone is excited in West Africa and more so Nigeria. We've seen a Cameroonian play for Manchester United. That was Jemba, but didn't have a good stint there. But Nigerian has come in, scored 3 goals. So wonderful, if you ask me, because one of the goals against which team was this?
That was
Derby. Yeah, that was out of this world. He was a bit stronger for those defenders, and the way he scored, controlling the ball and then just using his intelligence to score, that is perfect. And I think it has whetted the appetite of African fans. And I think that derby will be a good one. And considering that Igalo, like you said, will be there, the whole of the continent will want to watch what Manchester United can do. But of course, you cannot write out of Manchester City. I think Pep wants to finish the season on a high. Remember, they are about 25 points behind Liverpool. So he will be approaching this game differently, needing to show his fans and the Manchester City fans that, well, they may be behind Liverpool by so many points, but Liverpool have just been good enough for this season, but they are also that good.
Well, it is Super Sunday indeed in Matters Football in the East African continent. What color will Nairobi be at the end of the day? Will it be green, or is it going to be the blue of the AFC Leopards? In Dar es Salaam, the question is yellow or green at the end of the day. And in Manchester, it will be either blue or red, or there's always a possibility, the third outcome of football, it is that everybody will have their own colors if all those matches end up in draws. But here on Kurunzi Sports, we want to remind you once again that courtesy of AFC Leopards, who are the home side for this particular game, are giving you the chance to win 10,000 shillings. All you need to do is download the app.
Eligible?
I think you are. I really do think you are.
There's a quiz about me.
There is a quiz that you have to answer for you to be eligible. So download the app, Trivia 254, go in there, answer the questions on Mashemeji Trivia, and you have a chance to win 10,000 shillings by the end of this particular game here at the Moi International Sports Center, Kasarani venue for the 89th Mashemeji Derby. In the meantime, we take a break as Kurunzi Sports and indeed Kurunzi Football. But when we come back, our next link will be giving you the lineups from here at Kasarani. For now, it's bye-bye.